Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we unpack those jaw-dropping true stories that make you question everything. If you're new, hit subscribe and that bell. Trust me, you don't want to miss these. I still remember the exact moment I pushed my kitchen chair back, my heart pounding like a drum in my chest, threatening to burst right through my ribs. The pale blue glow from my laptop screen illuminated my face in our tiny kitchen, the silence wrapping around me like a heavy blanket. There, on the confirmation page, were 2 plane tickets. Round trip to Key West. 2 passengers, me and my 8-year-old son, Mason Green. The click of the mouse echoed in my ears like a final declaration. It's over, Juliet. 3 years of living in the shadows, and today, it ends. 3 years ago, my husband, Ryan Green, was declared dead after a senseless accident on a business trip. No body, just a rushed report and a death certificate thrust into my hands by an official whose face was etched with that rehearsed pity. I can still feel that day like a fresh scar, raw and throbbing. I was right here in this kitchen, cradling Mason in my arms, when a trembling coworker from Ryan's firm knocked on the door. "He's gone, Juliet. I'm so sorry." The world cracked open beneath me, swallowing us whole as I sank to my knees, the linoleum cold against my skin. From that instant, I became a ghost haunting my own life. I'd loved Ryan with a fire that blinded me to his endless travels, the secretive late-night calls, the chill creeping into his voice over the phone. He'd brush it off. "I'm busy, babe. It's just a phase. Things will change soon." But they didn't. He vanished instead. I swore then I'd live for Mason. I pawned my wedding ring to chip away at the mortgage, landed a full-time gig at the local bank branch, and refused to pause. Every second was poured into mending the hollow look in my son's eyes. Mason rarely asked about his dad, but when he did, God, each word sliced deeper than the last. Today, those tickets weren't just a getaway. They were a vow to myself, a promise to move forward, to laugh again, to show Mason that life held more than grief's tight grip. I snapped the laptop shut, leaned back, and exhaled a breath I'd trapped inside for years. Mason burst in from the living room, his grin lighting up the dim space like fireworks. The second he heard Beach, he catapulted into my arms, hugging me fierce. "You'll be happier there, right, Mom?" he whispered, his breath warm against my neck. I didn't know how to answer. Maybe, baby. Maybe. But one truth anchored me. This was our fresh start. There was a time when my life could have starred in a glossy magazine spread, perfectly curated, envy-inducing. The romance, the career hustle, the framed family photos lining the mantle. Ryan wasn't just handsome. He had that magnetic charisma, the kind that drew people in, hanging on his every word. His sharp wit could coax a smile from me even on my darkest days. I met him at 25, grinding as a junior analyst in an Atlanta bank branch, still fumbling for my footing in the world. He strode in like he owned the place, all confidence and tailored suits, inquiring about mortgages. But his eyes, they lingered, saying he already knew what he wanted. By meeting's end, I was hooked, and he knew it. We married a year later in a sun-drenched ceremony that felt like destiny. Those early days, pure magic. Friends sighed with jealousy over our tales, impulsive hikes along the Appalachian Trail, starlit dinners with rich red wine, spontaneous road trips with no map, just us. Ryan rocketed into venture capital, becoming the firm's golden boy overnight. I beamed at his side during glitzy company galas, his arms slung around my waist like we were forging an unbreakable empire. Then Mason arrived, our little miracle, with Ryan's eyes and my stubborn streak. I figured it'd ground him. Swap boardroom battles for bedtime tales, investor schmoozes for family feasts. Wrong. He dove deeper into absence, jetting off to woo backers in far-flung spots I'd only glimpsed on maps. Weeks blurred where Mason caught just a fleeting forehead kiss at dawn, the front door's click haunting our midnight silences. I begged him, first soft and pleading, then raw with desperation. "Ryan, you're missing his childhood," I choked out one night in the kitchen, tears blurring the counters. He pulled me close, kissed my hair, murmured promises. "It's temporary, love. This grind, It's for our future. I clung to those words like a lifeline, until the day he didn't return, at first. I chalked it up to another unannounced jaunt. We'd fought over them before. I'd fume, then forgive. But his phone rang to voicemail, endless. For 3 agonizing days, I lied to Mason. Daddy's swamped, sweetie. Home soon. Inside, dread coiled like a snake in my gut. Day 4 brought the call. A freak snowmobile crash in the Rockies. Thin ice, raging current, body swept away. Divers failed to retrieve him. I clutched the phone with one shaking hand, the other shielding Mason's innocent confusion from the playroom floor. I crumpled, voiceless, replaying every skipped birthday, every quiet dinner, every solitary night. I loathed myself for still loving the ghost who'd left us. A week later, the death certificate arrived. Stark, impersonal black ink sealing my fate. I interred an empty urn in a plot too quiet, the silence devouring me. Walls shot up around my heart, so towering even Mason's pleas couldn't breach them. Flight morning dawned with Mason up before the birds, buzzing like Christmas Eve. His pint-sized blue suitcase clattered across the hardwood as he hollered, "Key West, here we come." His joy infected me, igniting a flicker of thrill unmarred by guilt. While he hunted his sunglasses and battered baseball cap, I triple-checked boarding passes, sunscreen, headphones, everything but the nagging doubt. Was this escape or just gilded avoidance? In the Uber to the airport, Mason dozed on my shoulder. "Popsicles there, Mom? Mango? Cherry?" He mumbled, eyelids heavy. I chuckled. "All of 'em, kiddo." Out the window, Atlanta stirred. Juice carts unfolding, school buses rumbling, streets humming alive. The city marched on without us, as it had since Ryan's death. Not anymore. I wouldn't trail behind. Airport pandemonium hit like always. Harried folks juggling coffees, garbled PA blurts, serpentine security queues. Mason's tiny hand never left mine, a lifeline laced with jitters and glee. "Flying soon?" He piped up, backpacks tumbling onto the belt. "Any minute," I squeezed back. Nearing the gate, a odd wave crashed over me. Not sorrow, not joy, but my soul unfurling toward the horizon, craving life sans fear's chokehold. Part of me yearned to bolt home, barricade in routines, but a steadier voice urged, "Time to thrive, not just endure." Mason smooshed his nose to the gate's window. "Ocean from the sky, Mom? Clears everything, right?" I nodded, throat tight. "Yeah, baby. Decisions included. Boarding call, deep breath, strap adjusted. No mere jaunt. This was freefall into the void. But Mason's hope-filled gaze, it sealed the deal. Hands linked, shadows merged. We vanished into the jetway, ocean-bound. The flight hummed steady, cabin packed but serene. Folks burrowed into headphones, novels, pillows. Mason glued to the window. "We're doing it, Mom. For real." I smiled, fingers in his curls, willing peace. This trip? Ditch the ghosts, forge memories, mend fractures. Then Mason stiffened, brow creased, staring aisle-ward. "Mom," he hissed, shirt tug urgent. "That's Dad." My pulse flatlined. "What, honey?" Calm feigned, voice a thread. He nodded discreetly 2 rows up. A man angled toward a young blonde, wide brim hat shadowing his face, aviators perched. Yet, the shoulder slope, gesticulating hands, eerie echoes. I gulped, forced a giggle. "Sweetie, mistake. Resemblance, that's all." He pivoted a fraction. Ice flooded my veins. There, the faint scar under his jaw, a secret I'd traced in passion's haze. Mason pressed. "Mom, it's him, swear." Breath hitched. 3 years I'd recited his demise, grieved, entombed hope. Now midair to paradise, a doppelganger, or worse, stared back. I gripped Mason's hand vice-tight. "Coincidence, love. Doubles everywhere. Tremor betrayed me." He frowned. Window ward I wrenched, inhaling ragged, but every fiber screamed, "Look." Again. Throughout descent, stolen peaks tortured. He leaned into her whispers. Fingers tapped armrest rhythms only I knew. Grief's cruel prank, I insisted. Yet a insidious murmur slithered. And if it's not? Key West enveloped us in balmy embrace, sun-kissed, brine-laced, a balm to Atlanta's brittle chill. Mason chattered nonstop. Plain ocean vistas, wave roars, epic sand forts. I grinned through gritted teeth, brain snagged on that phantom, that scar. Mantra looped. Coincidence. Imagination. Impossible. Hotel check-in. Perky receptionist. Chilled mint towels. Third-floor digs overlooked the endless blue. Mason whooped. Ocean view, Mom. Everything! He ricocheted tween Telly and Payne, babbling dolphin hunts, shell quests, dune empires. Hours blurred normalcy. I exhaled almost free. Dusk fell. Mason conked out. Balcony called. Breeze whispering reinvention's salt spray promise. Rail leaned, eyes shut, then voices pierced. Below a spat couple's vacation squall. Murmur sharpened to male frustration. Timbre slicing soul deep. Ever care about more than cash? Fists clenched rail white. That lilt, stress punch cadence, rage's old score. Female retort, fierce. Don't, Ryan. Knew what I signed for. Knees buckled. Balcony door braced my slide. Peeped covert. Broad back, gestural flare. Hatless, shades free. Barefoot in tee and shorts. Undeniable. Ryan Green, hubby I'd eulogized, earned, fought alive, with her. Rage surged, storm down, shriek, claw truths from his throat. Legs leaden, I quaked, eavesdropping shards. Cheap hotel fix your mess, she snarled. 4-star Camilla, he snapped. Camilla. Betrayal's barb twisted, not loss, but venomous deceit. Retreat slow, palm-muffling gasps. Room ward. Mason stirred. Mom. Hair stroked. Shh, safe. Dream on. He sighed, oblivious to our unraveling cosmos. Sleepless, fury disbelief cocktail churned by pool glow vigil. Scream, flee, demand, but craving clawed, witness him. Hair knotted, shades donned, tea-sweats armor. I descended to the bar. Dim amber haze, sparse crowd, jazz trio's velvet melancholy. Corner perch, Ryan solo, bourbon cradled, older, crow's feet etched, weariness cloaking charisma. Him, though. Undeniable, body betrayed brain. 2 stools right, I slid. Rough night? Neutral murmur. Head snap, weary half grin. Understatement. Voice, velvet shiv, gut gouging. Spill. Feigned casual stranger's veil. Shrug. Woman woes. Rings true. Hands hid quivers. She figures I'm midlife poser. Spot on, maybe. Side-eye. Drink drowned. Lost in reinvention. What do you crave her seeing? Bitter bark laugh. Not cash robot. Hell-scarred, mending, but blinders everywhere. Pause. Skip my sob fest. Baggage alert. Ears yours! Pulse thundered, deafening. Sigh, brow rub. 3 years back, torched it all. Endgame vibes. Reboot. Names ditched. Locales fled. Ties severed. Not choice. Survival. Disappear. His euphemism for abandonment. Agony roiled. Gut shredding. Scream. Wife. Mason's mom. Empty grave widow. Silence held. Stranger absorbed his half-truths. Glass drained. Rise. Gaze softened. Listener gold. Rarer than rare. Tight-lipped nod. Anytime. Exit. Stories stump. Soul quivering o'er ice melt. No sobs that eve, but truth's seedling sprouted. Buried no more, just surfacing. Next noon. Paradise postcard. Sun gentle. Breeze briny liberating. Mason sculpted sands with zealot focus. Fort unbreachable. Striped towel perch. Water nips. Mind near purged of phantoms. Almost. Screech shattered idol. Female whale knifing wave drone. Scan. Camilla, knee sunk, shaking prone form. Tremor racked her. My freeze. Him. Ryan. Sand sprawled. Ashen. Arm kinked unnatural. Motionless. Hesitations blink. Walk. Not yours. But Mason. Shovel dropped. Tense. Quizzical. Mom, that's... Stay put. Sprint launched. Kneel. Breaths feather shallow. Pulse thready alive. Instincts fired. Work mandated first aid ghosts. Roll gentle. Arm freed. Chin tilt. Airway cleared. Breathing, Otto muttered to self. Camilla's sobs, towel shade face. Help! Hotel medics now! Nod stagger, she fled. Solo vigil, hot grains bit knees, wrist clasp on the destroyer I'd once saved in dreams. Groan, lids twitched. Juliet, body locked. Recognition. Yeah, edge-honed voice. Me, eyes cracked, focus labored, visage fractured, shock, terror, remorse. Staffer dashed, kit clutching, vitals probed. I yielded, sand-brushed shorts, Ryan propped, dazed, fall fog or ghost confront. Camilla panted back, water flung, his stare pinned me. Juliet, talk, please. Rise measured. No, tonight, 10, bar. Nod, haze deep. Not tumble alone, past's revenant demanded reckoning. Mason ward, statue still, shovel shield clutched. Mom, him. Kneel hug. Later love, inside now. Hotel trudge, air viscous. Eve loomed, truth's gavel. Dread's coin flip, justification or void. Bar arrival, 10-min buffer against flight. Wrists water clasped, breath schooled. 10 sharp. Ryan, unmasked. Raw age and gaze, unfamiliar shadow. Approach tentative, slap or scat braced. Juliet. Name breath, reverent. Watch. Wait. Erupt. 2 minutes. Why empty urn? Solo parent hell 3 years? Wince. Palms scour. Not meant this. Had to vanish. No outs. Lean. Unblinking. Vanish? Tell 5-year-old daddy's dust? Explain, Ryan. Logic it. Gaze dropped. Deep mess. That deal? Borrowed heavy. From unforgivers. Stay? Danger to you, Mason. So. Staged. Erased. Name swap. Ghosted. Repaid every cent. Chill. No beg? Just poof? Post pay, why ghost? Ruined irreparable. Mason's eyes? Unbearable. Then, her. Gut punch. Camellia. Cushy rebuild while I dirged corpse. Tense. Later meet. Innocent of backstory. Recline. Revulsion sorrow brew. Mornings. Shattered recompose. Shoelace lessons. Ball kicks. Name scribbles. Daddy loves you. Lie, till breath unknown. Headbow. Shame's cloak. Forgiveness. Earned zilch. But see you. Him. Fix shred chance. Tears. For me. Strong mask cracks. Rise. Your return? Not yours call. No clean slate charade. Stand match. Dad again? Talk. Begging. Fiber fire. Exile. But Beach Mason, quaver voice. Dad? Sigh. Tomorrow, 11. Cafe. See him. Relief, nod. Thanks. Save it. Pivot. Not absolution. Crack a jar. Slam it not. Exit spine steel. Quake legs. Truth unearthed. Not balm. Tempest harbinger. Alarm pre-wake. Ceiling stare. Mistake? Door crack to wound? Ryan's return? Retrauma blade? Mason's beam? Pancakes, Mom? Please? Fake grin. Fluffiest ever. Cafe. Ryan early. Finger tap anxious. Mason freeze frame. Puzzle brow. Him? Slow nod. Daddy, yeah. No cinematic dash. Toddle close. Ryan kneel rise. Champ. Dad here. Stare. Lip quiver. Gone. Mom said. Bow. No, epic screw up. Thought protect. Hurt worse. Sorry cosmic. Stasis. Then, step, hug, frail, authentic. Ryan enveloped, quake sobs muffled. I averted. Mason's heartmen transcended my shards. Table settle, pancakes juice for boy, Joe for man. Me, spectator. Queries flew. Where? What? Why no calls? Ryan truth dosed. Kid safe. Voyages. Flubs. Men's. Whisper drop. Missed me? Swallow. World most. Enough. Grin bloomed, baby wide, spilling school soccer sand sagas. Ryan lapped gold dust words, plate clear, hand clasp. Beach today? Please? Silent query me ward. Nod. Today only. Trio tide line. Hours illusion, normal. Dad-son turrets, tide-topple guffaws. Watched, dual heart, boy's joy, my theft lacerated ache. Parting hug. Tomorrow too, me glance. One-step champ, return, Mason luminous. Home with us, like old, mute. Door ajar, passage peril promise. Mason snore, bear clutched, balcony blanket tea vigil. Waves soothed, I roiled. Reunion, salve stab. His laugh, 5-year echo, mended him, rent me. Tap soft, Ryan. Not admit, creep cautious. Incredible, Mason, gold, arms cross. Necessity, us two forge, nod floor. Sorry eternal, years unrepayable, but here, want here. Not whiteboard. Death fake, shatter total. Won't. No love claim, lost. Dad duty, scraps fine. Earn daily. Silent scan. Loved man morph, bar stranger hybrid. Ruin reflection, query unsealed. Life in, terms mine. Call prep, no ambushes. Promise proof. Lie ever, vanish permanent. Tear nod. Oath, no wreck too. Sea turn, brine caress, rough reel. Not your left woman, Ryan. Solo rebuild, shard stitch, low. Nailed it, stronger zenith. Had to, your gift. Hush, nod exit, door whisper. Waves ward, air dries unseen tears. No finale neat. Truth sufficed. Bed mason, stir murmur. Happy us, mom? Forehead caress. Yeah, love, okay bound. 3-year first, believed. Felt. Did you love this story? Heart-pounding twists, raw emotions. It's all about second chances and unbreakable bonds. Drop a comment. Which part hit you hardest? The plane reveal? The beach reunion? And hey, which city are you tuning in from? Let's chat below. I read everyone. If this tale touched your soul, hit that super thanks button. Your support fuels more gripping life stories like this. Check the screen for 2 must-watch new ones on the channel. So much more heartbreak, hope, and healing awaits. Subscribe, bell on. Don't miss the next emotional roller coaster. See you soon, with love and endless respect.